Yeah, it looks like it's starting to wrap up for many locations, although we've got some really heavy downpours occurring across parts of the area, particularly in the parts of Baltimore as well as Harford County. Let's go over to your radar. We'll show that to you in just a second. Let me show you your neighborhood forecast tonight. Anne Arundel County, we should be done with these storms here shortly. And it looks like for the rest of tonight, partly cloudy, humid, Crownsville, Lothian, Deal, Shady Side, all getting down into low to mid 70s here overnight tonight. Glen Burnie, Severn, Odenton, all in the 70s here for tonight. Again, storm chances should be coming to an end here shortly. The rest of tonight looks quiet. Flood watch has been canceled for many locations with the exception of Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Harford, Cecil County, and that will likely be dropped before 9 o'clock as well. As these storms have been producing very heavy rainfall, we've been tracking these here, which not nearly as strong as they were as they lift northward now. It looks like Abingdon still dealing with some pretty decent downpours. Here in Baltimore City, some fairly heavy rain heading out east towards the Canton area and out towards Rosedale. But by far the heaviest of the rain today, especially in southeast Baltimore County and far southern parts of Baltimore City, has been right in this general area here. We still have that flash flood warning in effect here until 9 o'clock tonight. That does include Dundalk, and some of the rainfall totals that we've seen, 1 to 3 inches in this little purple stripe that extends from Brooklyn all the way up towards areas around Dundalk. So some pretty decent rainfall there. We're keeping an eye on this in northern Baltimore County. Not as strong as the storm that was in the southern parts of the county earlier, but this one putting down some pretty decent amounts of rain as it tracks southward along 83 towards Parkton. To the north and east and into Harford County, especially on either side of Abingdon. Now we're seeing rainfall rates 1 to 3 inches per hour with that cluster of storms. And again, these storms will continue making their way to the north and east, and gradually they should start losing some of their strength as they really as the sun begins to go down and the atmosphere begins to cool off. So they'll lose some of their energy. They won't be as strong, and they should dissipate altogether. Where it's been raining in the 70s, where it hasn't, still in the low 80s. Storm chances coming to an end here through later on this evening. We may see a few isolated storms for about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, but most of them should be gone within an hour after sunset. But you can see this all developed in a long line here going all the way up I-95, and more storms are possible tomorrow as the front has yet to make its way through the region. Here's your Maryland cast for tomorrow, expecting highs around 80 out to the west and at the beaches. But in the middle, we're looking at temperatures mid to upper 80s with a mixture of cloud and sunshine. Storm chances developing during the afternoon. So starting off Thursday on your Futurecast, dry. Storms flaring up during the afternoon and evening. Chance for rain tomorrow about 40%. And then an isolated chance for a storm or two coming up on Friday. So again, temps tomorrow reaching the upper 80s before the storms arrive. I expect them to start popping up after about 3 o'clock and should continue into the evening hours. So timing will be very similar tomorrow to what we had today. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. The trend will be drier as we head into the weekend. Again, we can't rule out an isolated storm chance as we go into Friday, but it looks like it'll just be hot. High temperatures around 90 to the low 90s, lows at night into low to mid 70s. And storm chances make their return here next Tuesday and Wednesday before we start to cool off heading into the middle part of next week. And that's when we'll see fall-like temperatures make their way back to the area, but you just got to wait a few days. We'll be right back.